Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. I just wanted to share a couple of weird experiences that I had growing up. Um, the first one, it's kind of like a dream, but I'm not sure what it was. I had a dream that a man broke through the window of my room because my bedroom was in the front of the house and went looking into the front yard, and right near the path that went to the front door was like right next to my window. And I just so I was used to sort of people coming up sort of to the door through that way, and I just had this dream of this guy. I like looked out the window and there was a guy. He broke through the window and like stabbed me and killed me, and I woke up from that. What I think was a nightmare, and I looked out the window and there was a man standing in the front yard, not right near the window, but just way over in the front yard. And of course I freaked out and I went into my mum and dad's room, which is next door, and I told them, and they just were like, go back to sleep, you're imagining things. And I was so scared. I ran around the house and checked all the windows were closed and made sure the back door was locked, because my dad never locked the back door during the day. And I think sometimes my mum would lock it at night when we went to sleep, but sometimes it would just be left undone. Because we lived in, it was that sort of country town where you just left your back door open and your neighbours just walked in the back door and just knocked and then walked in. So that freaked me out. And the other thing that freaked me out was, because a couple of years later, there was, we were all waiting for my nieces who would travel over from Melbourne, because I lived in Tasmania. They'd travel over in the holidays, and we were sort of waiting for them. It was a summer day. It was still warm. The asphalt was warm. We were just sitting on the road because we lived in a crescent and the traffic was very rare. So we could just sit on the road and do stuff, and cars would just go around us. That's how small the town was. We were just sitting there waiting for the car to come down from Launceston and drop them off. And we're sitting there, and this guy walked around the corner across the road from us. And then all of a sudden we heard this like slap, like bam on the ground. And the guy had jumped over the fence onto the path and was pointing right at me and said, "I'm watching you." And he just turned around and walked around and went back the way he came. And everyone looked at me like, "Why did he point at you? What was that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And we just sort of huddled there like, what the hell was that? And then eventually the car came with my sister, my nieces and that, and we told them all about it, but then we sort of forgot about it, and I never knew who that guy was or what he did that for, but it freaked me out and freaked everyone else out, and it was just weird. And the other thing that kind of creeped me out when I was growing up was my bedroom door faced the toilet door and the closet door in the hall. And what I eventually found out was, because we had a separate laundry outside, you'd walk out the kitchen and there'd be not like a balcony, like a porch area, and at the other end of that was the laundry. And the laundry had the thing in the ceiling where you can go up into the ceiling. I don't know what you call them, the access panels or whatever. And in the closet, there wasn't a roof on the closet. So if you looked in the closet, you could look right up through the roof and see the ceiling, not the ceiling, the inside of the roof, the metal and everything. And what someone had worked out sometime in the 70s was that we had that access in the laundry, and we never locked the laundry door. I don't know if someone lost the key, because it's one of those big old-fashioned keys like from the old movies that you put in the lock and turn around, and I think it got lost, and we just never locked that door. So even if we had the front door locked and the back door locked, someone could always, if they knew, go into the laundry, go up into the roof, and then come back down through the closet that would face my door. So I would stare at that closet sometimes. Sometimes I'd hear noises and I'd stare at the closet, and I expected someone to come out of the closet, because I knew that people had broken into the house, which is what I forgot to mention in the 70s. Someone actually had done that. They'd found out that, and they'd broken into the house through that roof. But then they never fixed it. I'm like, why they didn't put a roof over the top of the closet, I don't know. But I was always afraid of that closet, and it's not like some kids have an irrational fear of the closet in their room, and they think there's something in there. when there could be nothing in there. It's irrational. But there could have been something in mine. Anyone could have gone in the laundry, climbed up, come down and opened that door and came into the house through that wardrobe. And the first thing they would have seen was my door open and me lying in bed. So that always scared me. And to my knowledge, they never fixed it. I did mention this to my sister and said, you might want to mention to the people who live there now, if not, like that's there just because they probably locked the door, so it doesn't matter. But it's just a weird little thing that, not every house has a little access point like that. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I just wanted to share those weird little stories because I always remembered those things and I sort of thought, I just wonder what other people think. Okay, bye.